My dad taught me how to do that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I'll do it again. He could move his ears. I can't do that. I want to talk about our government. And I use the word our government because our government is our government. It's not their government. It's not someone else's government. It doesn't belong to the people up north or the people up south or up in Scotland or whatever. It is our government. It's our government. They enact our laws. Our laws are what we agree to and what we want. Now, I want to talk about rent. Rent's an interesting thing. Poor people pay it, really. Rich people don't. Rich people either own a house or they have a mortgage. Now, yesterday, the government suspended the need to pay your mortgage because of this current emergency. But what they didn't do is suspend your need to pay your rent. What they've done today is suggest that they're going to bring in some law that says you cannot evict someone who hasn't paid their rent for 3 months or for however long this period is. Well, why don't we just do something a little bit more simple than that and just do this? Suspend all rent. If you've just lost your job or shut down your business, like I have, because of this current emergency, why should you be paying rent? Why should you be let off from paying a mortgage but not let off from paying rent? Now, there are those that say, well, there's a contract between you and the person who rented it and there are legal precedents here and all sorts of things like that. Well, that isn't really what's going on here. So rent is just something you pay, which is a return to an investor. Someone buys a house, they speculate that you can afford to rent it off them. They let you in it, you pay them the rent, they're happy. They make money on the house going up, they make money out of you on income, they're all happy as Larry. Okay, they're a business, they're in business. You're in business, hopefully. You're earning enough money from your business to pay the rent. Everyone's quite happy. Happy until something like coronavirus comes along and your business is shut down. Okay, and the government, maybe the people behind shutting down their business or just panic or mayhem, may have shut your business down. The agreement you had to pay your rent was based on the fact that you could pay your rent. The price that you agreed, say you've got a shop, the price you agreed to pay for the rent of the shop is the price that is calculated from working out how many people are going to come into your shop and buy something for you. That's called footfall. If the government says don't go out, all socially isolate, everyone stay in, there is no footfall. So you have a contract with someone that says you must pay this rent because of this footfall, and the government have torn that apart. There is no contract. So why don't we do something very, very simple for the period of this emergency, which is this: suspend the payment of all rent. Rent on your house, rent on your shop, rent on your factory, rent on your industrial unit. Because otherwise, if we don't, what will happen is this: the government will be in the market interfering with the capital process, and they will, in effect, take one side of the contract out and protect the other side, that side being the side that's already got the money. So you will lose money because you can't work. You will lose your house because you can't pay your rent. Why not do it the other way around? Why not say suspend the rent? The person who then is the landlord is only losing the rent. He's not losing his house. He's not losing his business. He is losing his rent for that period. If this is a 3-month period, he loses a quarter's rent. In the end of it, is that going to kill him? No. At the end of the year, when it comes to his tax profit and loss, he just puts down less money, less tax to pay. And instead of having a guaranteed income, regardless of what goes on, he, like the person in the house or in the shop or in the business, is subject to the capital pressures that everyone else is. By not getting into the market now and simply outlawing the charging of rent, the government is interfering in the capital markets to the benefit of people with money at the cost of people without. We don't need to muck about with the idea, oh, we won't let you be evicted. Just for the period of the emergency, like you've done with mortgages, suspend rates. rent. If the government doesn't do this, take to the streets. Get on the street and ask them why people with money are protected and people without money aren't. It's all very, very simple. New politics, new economics, all involving in front of your face. You want to find out more about what I'm going to say, go onto Facebook and look at what I've been saying for the last 2 weeks. My Facebook account is Alfred Pig. It's all in there. I'm watching the Dow Jones at the moment. We're back to levels not seen since Trump was elected, which was exactly what I said it's going to do. Now we're going to see what happens, because down here, unless the government starts to take radical decisions, we will slide into a credit slump. Already everything is in place for it to happen. The government needs to get in the market, shut the markets immediately, shut all stock markets, shut all interest rate markets, and shut all commodity markets for the period of this emergency. Otherwise, all that will happen is what's happening now. Assets will be stripped by speculators, commodity markets will be cornered by speculators, and the debt market will just become ludicrous. I am going to go and self-isolate out there with a beer or two. Ciao for now. Bye.